We got red dots? You got a red dot? Yeah, we got a red
Yep,
dot.
there's a red dot.
Red dots. That's the theme of the day. The dots that are red.
Mm.
Okay, baby, rock and roll.
Okay, well, greetings, and welcome to another episode of the Planetary Persuader. This one is for August 7th, 2020, Friday. Looking at a sky, I see the moon in the constellation of Pisces. Part of Pisces that the moon is in is the lunar mansion or nakshatra known as Uttara Bhadrapada. Now, the Bhadrapadas are Bhadra nakshatra, Purva Bhadra, Uttara Bhadra, Purva Bhadrapada, Uttara Bhadrapada. It's the funeral cot, and so this is the backside of the funeral cot, the Uttara. It's the later one. And its ruling deity is known as Udhir Bunya. It's like this snake of the primal depths, the cosmic depths. And the deep waters are symbolic of the celestial sky. Now, Uttara Bhadrapada is ruled by Saturn. And so even though it's all within the sign of Pisces, the Saturn rulership, it teaches us through restrictions. And sometimes one of the symbols is two faces peering out, one into the past life world and one into this new life that we're coming into. And so there's a lot of depth to Uttara Bhadrapada. And so it's a deep Friday. Even though it is a Venus day, it is Friday, so there's some imagining stuff. In Western astrology today, we have a moon in Pisces as well, but it's going into Aries early this morning, 6:05 a.m., so it's probably Aries where you are while you're watching this. And, you know, Aries moon, it's good for impulse, you know, just getting out there. And speaking of Aries, we might as well just go right ahead, on and on, into your forecast here, and I'll start with this. Greetings, Aries, and welcome. Now, I know some things have changed planetarily since last week. I need to compensate for those. Okay, so Venus is now in Cancer, and yeah, we got to get you right here. Mars still in your first house. Okay. Let's see. Mercury is now in Leo. Wow, that's another shift. So now we're speaking with more direct authority. And let's see. Anything else? No. Nope, I got nothing. Nothing to write home about, but, you know, Venus and Mercury, the two Rajasic planets, have changed signs in the Western zodiac, so that's something interesting to think about. That we're in this place now where we're concerned with how we feel and what we're about to create, where our creations are going. The responsibilities of work, you know, they're still here, they're still somewhat heavy, but we're going to make it through, and we're going to enjoy the weekend because the moon's going to be in Aries the whole weekend, so it's all about you. It's fire on fire. There should be some sense of harmony going on within that. I mean, fire season here in Northern California means something totally different than it used to 30 years ago. Yeah. So greetings, Taurus. Welcome to your horoscope. You know, Leo time, it's, you know, where you focus on home. This is like where the Taurus people go on family reunions, and it's really hard to make things like that happen. They can be epic, and so you have to work on your own mojo in order to do it. And you're in that, you know, that Uranian, like, oh, anything can happen here type of day. You're looking to find your voice. You're happy just to have a loving relationship with your neighbors and friends right now. And you're getting some good insights. You're getting some conscious insights as what your next move will be. You have a lot of wisdom to share with others. This moon looks good. But you have to, you need protection too. You can't always trust everybody. Unfortunately, there's some people that don't always have your back. So, keep those guardian angels around you and move forward. Okay. Well, greetings, Gemini, and welcome to your horoscope. Yeah, it's like we can't be simplistic. We have to move and become more sophisticated. And we could take lessons from people that are foreigners. So we look at the North Node, Rahu is a desire that has no bottom, but also it could be like foreigners. You might be meeting people from foreign countries. Venus is now in your second house. So your love of family, your love of eating sweet things that involve your mouth. This is a good time to go singing, do mantras. The Sun and Mercury in the third house. So you're really feeling like yourself. Like, yeah, I am me. I feel like I'm back to my old self again. And then we have an extreme amount of transformation here with Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn in the 8th house. So there's changes afoot, and there's a lot of action taking place in your social life among friends and helpful people. But some people have very forceful ideas right now because of just extreme circumstances. Well, greetings, Cancer, and welcome to your horoscope. I think it's always good to take a drink of water during a water sign. So Cancer, your key phrase is I feel. And we're in Leo time. And Leo time's key phrase is I will. And so your will comes in the form of family and money. That's the second house. So that's where Mercury is. That's where the Sun is right now. And so you're dealing with finances. You're dealing maybe with dental work you need, or maybe you have a pinched nerve in your neck you're dealing with, or just family members trying to pinch your pocketbook. And so there's a lot of relationship issues with Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto. So there's been changes in the way you've been relating to someone and where that relationship might go to. So it's important to look at that right now. And you're getting some kind of spiritual revelation this weekend, perhaps, even today. You're getting some downloads. And they'll take you to the next place, You'll get some inspiration this week. Okay. Well, greetings, Leo, and welcome to your horoscope. So, here the big change this week is now we have Venus in your 12th house, and Mercury is now getting close to the Sun again. And so how you feel in your soul and how you think are coming together as one. And Venus in the 12th house, it's part of dealing with your own personal karma. Everybody has within a love relationship. And the pleasures and secrets of the bed, it could be secret love affair. Mars in the 9th house. You're ready for some kind of adventure. Saturn, Pluto, and Jupiter in the 6th house, you're still dealing with a lot of health issues. And it's interesting, like, now that Venus is in the 12th house in Drishti, having a gaze on those planets, it makes me think, like, well, there could be a change for the positive. You might just need just relaxing, getting enough sleep might help. Maybe being by water somewhere and swimming will be good therapy. And you're much more likely, if you're a teacher, you're dependent on technology at work. There's Uranus in the 10th house, talking about that. And so it goes. All right. Well, greetings, Virgo, and welcome to your horoscope. Oh, what is it about Virgo? It's like you're deep in the 12th house, so it's like get enough rest. Pay attention to your spiritual life. If you don't have a meditation spiritual life, you don't have to worry about it. Whatever you do to keep yourself more chilled out. But if you do have one and you're practicing, make those practices just a little longer and try and really get in the zone. Tuning out all the inner chatter. Feeling a heart that loves you. And if, finding a way to be endeared, just like you love your pet, maybe. Maybe you've not had a lot of love in your life, but for some reason you have a pet that loves you, or you can become like that pet, and love your own heart that way. I know that sounds a little weird, but it's getting into that heart space of love. And this weekend, it's, other people probably have plans, and things might get dictated by them to some extent. Just don't trip, don't worry. There's good gifts coming your way. And so you have responsibilities, but it's like you're going to get rewarded. Love, everything you need, it's going to come to you easily. And you can open your heart and feel happy that like a miracle's taken place. Yeah. So that sounds good. All right. And greetings, Libra. Welcome to your horoscope. Okay, so now Venus is in Cancer. So Venus is in the midheaven. So you're looking a lot better in the workplace. You're functioning very well in at work. And other houses that get activated in your work environment are the 8th house and the 1st house. So, you take in a bit of transformation and depth from that 8th house, and also your own personal will. It's like, well, I'd like things to be this way. Some of that, is also going into the way you perform at work. And it's a very social time for you, too, where you're meeting a lot of people. If you have older siblings, they're more likely to be with you, talk to you at this time. And finding that inner happiness, getting into that inner space where you feel really good, just going within. Okay. Well, greetings, Scorpio, and welcome to your horoscope. There's so much going on, and there's so much to be achieved in the coming weeks. There's no question about that. So this is a time where you're focusing on that achievement. You're focusing on how to bring your best qualities, your best talents, your best skills, and letting the world know, hey, this is what I do. I'm ready to bring it to you. So, in a lot of ways, also Scorpio is kind of a shy creature, isn't likely, to be wanting to go out in the sunlight, and yet, key phrases I create. Most Scorpios are sidereal Libras. Lots of creativity in Scorpio. You look at Claude Monet, Pablo Picasso, musician Aaron Copland, even Adam Ant. What the heck? Thinking of other Scorpio musicians, Joni Mitchell, Neil Young, bringing this depth and this uniqueness in your palette forward. That's what this week is all about. And so the weekend you might have to do a lot of work, but after that there'll be this period of just, okay, I'm going to get inspiration from relaxation. I'm just going to relax and let it go and do things on a different level. And there's a luckiness in love too. There's this like, oh, you might, fall in love at the ashram or at a spiritual place, or outside in nature at vacation. I can't believe I met this person. That could happen. And then you're letting your talents and skills be shown. Okay. Greetings, Sagittarius. Welcome to your horoscope. Sometimes it takes time to make time. So that's what you've got to do. And this is the time when you like to vacation the most. This is the time where you would go to an ashram or a monastery or a wilderness hiking experience or just someplace, or you'll just waste it all at the casino. I don't know what kind of Sagittarius you are, but I know there's not like a lot of ball games and things like that happening that would normally be happening this time of year, and you can be a sports fanatic, and so that's got to be difficult. I don't know. There might be some little league or high school games. I'm not sure. Maybe they wear masks. I'm not. It seems like baseball would be okay. I don't know, but you're making money, and you've got a lot of energy, you've got a lot of personal power, you've got a lot of charisma. The moon's going to be in your 5th house this weekend, so with Mars, when the moon is in the 7th, and I don't know, but anyhow, Moon and Mars, it'll be interesting. It'll be an energized mood, maybe a restless mood, but I think it'll be loving and spontaneous and generous. All that stuff you like to be. All right. Now we are back in the zone of Capricorn. So, greetings, Capricorn, and welcome to your horoscope. Leo time is in the 8th house, so it's other people's property, occult studies, sometimes your spouse's money, sometimes inheritance, and it's a lot of times it's things you're really not in control of. It's other people are in control. So maybe there's like a little feeling of dissatisfaction in that. But it's also a place where a lot of people want to help you. That's one of the miracles in the 8th house I've discovered. Is like you can help other people's karma in a way. Some say like a lot of our past life karma is stored in the 8th house too. I've heard that as well. So it's not all bad karma. And today's another day to do something good, to elevate, to move further beyond, and not be stuck. And I would say, even with Saturn and taking everything slow and being disciplined, some things you're just going to have to let go. And you're also more attractive now to the opposite sex with Venus transiting your 7th house. So, there's a real flirtatious sweetheart in you that is being seen and recognized. And you're working on your inner life, even finding a creative way to express yourself. All right. So we go to Aquarius now. Yes. It's the dawning of the age. So greetings, Aquarius. Welcome to your horoscope. Your Saturn ruled sign. And Saturn's a tough taskmaster. Saturn can embarrass you. Saturn can depress you. Saturn can restrict you. But yet Saturn brings justice. And I mean, I think when we have leadership that is okay with injustice, it's sort of embarrassing. It's not uncommon, though. And so, how do we make it easy to overcome the embarrassment and do the right thing? Yeah. Fragility, spoiledness, sure. I've got a little bit of that. I've seen it. This is your time to make justice. This is your time to open your heart. This is your time to make alliances with other people. You might not normally even have made alliances before. In fact, I think how to be inclusive and how to be reasonable, that's what's going to make things get better for all of us. You have a lot of courage right now because Mars is transiting your third house. So you're like ready to roll, you know, like never before. And I think just like getting a nice outfit, you know, while you're out there rocking the world, don't forget to add some beauty to it. Beauty can make everything so much better. And so follow that. Beauty is a revolutionary act. That's what Phil Oakes said. I know, he was a Sagittarius, right, but still. All right, greetings Pisces, and welcome to your horoscope. Yeah, how do we get this to move forward in a way that everyone feels like they're a part of something good? And you've got that kind of spiritual vision, Pisces. You're bringing that forward into the world, especially with Neptune in the first house. Even if it is retrograde, you're like, how can we rebuild this world where we're like revering each other? And I mean, I'd say open yourself up to things in the plant world. You know, plants have souls too. They do. They have like this kind of spiritual energy around them, and just learn to appreciate plants and animals and rocks, minerals, all of it. But there's a spirit magic to plant energy, and I think this is part of the healing of the planet right now. Social life, you actually have one. I know it's probably socially distanced, but there's things you have to fulfill, and if you're in need of money or anything, it'll come to you miraculously, even if you don't see it. I mean, there's a lot of hard work right now. Sun's in the 6th house. There's just kind of like having to focus on what needs to be done as as the summer's beginning to crescendo and start to wrap up. You have a lot of creative abilities. Venus is now in your 5th house, so that's helping you. We have Uranus in the 3rd house, so there's some unusual ideas percolating in your neighborhood. And you're just kind of like wondering how you feel in your soul about your home, where you live. Are you the foreigner in your own neighborhood or community? How do we create a general feeling of acceptance for everybody so that they will live well? I mean, it's a good question. I want to know. So, I mean, that's, the wrap-up for this week's Planetary Persuader. If there's any, just touching over some of the highlights before I get out of here, because there's a lot to go over, is that we will have Mercury moving into Leo, and let's see, that happens on Thursday the 6th, or is it Tuesday the 4th? Well, these things are so incomplete. Well, no. It's got to be here. They have to be saying it. I don't know. I'm getting lost with this thing. I mean, I have to write to Llewellyn and say, you know what? And so many other astrologers, I miss Jim Maynard's little booklet that he would give out. Okay, so Venus goes into Cancer today at 8:21 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. And then Mercury is going to go in a... Mercury's already must be in Cancer then too. I mean, Mercury's in Leo. Yeah, since last Tuesday. What am I talking about? Sorry. Hey, thanks for tuning in to this Planetary Persuader in this waning moon period. Looking forward to being with you next week when we do it again. We'll have a new moon on the 19th, so we'll have something else to talk about. And please like, share this video. I love your comments. See you again next week when we do this again on the Planetary Persuader. With me, KozMcKev, your host. Thank you.
Citizen Television.